got
a couple of dual blades
Savos
and Immortals as well.
Octavian, Sins, and Ghazi on the musket, Assad on the spear, and Wolf Snail on the spear as well. Check that out. We had our infographics. We pulled the stats. 0% of players used glaive in the Fall Fight 2021.
That's interesting. I mean, they're getting the towers down anyway, but I can't help but feel like it would have been easier if they'd have just had some Falconets out as well. Rose going through.
If I was Sifir on Winx, if I'd seen that many units punching through, I'd be a little bit more eager to let Ghost know. But Ghost is instead getting jump scared by basically half of Immortals and then some. That's Palace Guards.
But Shield Maidens as well. Interesting.
Pretty even split on both sides there. You can see.
So Immortals are going the long way around, if you like, the long way around. On now, he's got a musket and a pike. So he just
he's hopped off the wall. That's
siege towers in now. Well, they're only moving the 2 central ones, but the siege towers will easily get in. And as soon as they die and respawn, they've got A. And
you can't get to the base flag.
Yeah,
you
exactly.
just need. Coffee's running for it. If I was Coffee, I'd head straight for that base flag right now.
He's not going to have long on the point, though. He's got a short sword and a long sword. But the Immortals there, they could stop most of them units getting back.
Yeah, they can really make it hard for them.
I can't help but feel like the Immortals, I mean, they're engaging now, but they could have got another unit or two of Modal stuck there and annihilated them piecemeal. And then, like, gone and got the resupply, the Eastern resupply, and then push back up for the point. So Coffee's just died.
So they're trying to stay on that sort of rotation of that supply point. They want to stay near it so they can keep grabbing new units and fighting.
They're slowly winning the brawl as well, just north of the Eastern supply.
And through the gates.
A lot of players nowhere near the end point, and the Immortals are going to get a flank off on the fight just like towards the Western resupply. Like between the Western resupply and the cap, there's a fight going on.
Yep.
Oh, Winx just annihilated that though. Was that Waves and Jamlar?
Yeah,
the rest of the Immortals guys have gone for the resupply.
Maestro's down, so they've got that capture on that supply point, so they can start to get new units and maybe heal up, but you've got to be quick because those Winx guys are charging in to try and interrupt any caps, interrupt any unit resupplies.
Though, towards base. If these guys, is that Okada and 4 are blocking maybe 4 or 5 Winx players
from getting through
to the Western supply.
2 heavy armors and one of them's a long sword. That's going to be tough. Assad on the flank. He's trying to get around.
If this Immortals block can get through, they're gonna struggle getting that point back because Immortals could easily push up onto the end point now. A Modal blocking the spawn if you like. We've got Wolf Snails basically in the back lines if they wanted to go the second route around to base. Like I think Winx just made a huge misplay there. They've got a guy with Keshigs, a dual blade at the back. Killing them with the amount of Modals and Imperial Pikes they've got is going to be pretty easy. Immortals will probably turn a Modal around, or a Palace Guards, or maybe both, and push them back towards the enemy spawn. Look at that foothold they've got there. The Trebuchet strike coming in, so if they can catch those Keshigs in the blob. Oh, and there's some Siphonarios, those Bernie boys letting those flames cook those Keshigs. Now the priority for those longswords and those Modals is try and keep those Siphos alive, try and keep them active as long as possible, because you can really stop the defensive charge from Winx here with just a few well-placed plumes of... That last Treb wasn't very well placed, so if they'd have pushed it a little bit further back, it probably got caught on the palisade, though, so that's just going to hit the building and not actually do it.
Yeah, that's not going to do very much there, but that's a good effort, good reaction from Immortals there. They've managed to quickly just steamroll into this position and get some Trebuchet fire down. I'm sure they're going to be able to keep doing the same. Assad trying nobly to do his work there, but Maestro's getting dropped into those Modals. They're going to Tiger Step. Oh, wow.
Immortals could have made this a little bit easier for themselves if they would have pushed their unit. When they got onto the base point, instead of sitting on the base point with the units, if they would have pushed the majority of them off to the west towards like the enemy resupply or the defender's resupply, they could have actually stopped a lot of the heroes and units getting in and stopping the cap, and they probably would have won by now.
You've got that grape shot going down.
They've got artillery in the back as well. They're definitely slowly winning the fight, but they could have made this a little bit easier for themselves. I can't help but feel.
For sure.
This goes to like normal sieges as well, guys. Like if you're capping a point, right, you don't need your unit on the point, you just need your hero. Just push your units past it.
Yeah, get your units stopping the enemy from getting onto the point.
Even if they die, just like to slow them down. Like now, because they've allowed them to get in, they have to keep their units almost on the point to help them kill the heroes off. Yeah. And I mean, Winx are losing heroes like for days here. They're definitely going to lose.
Oh, that's a brutal Treb. Yeah, that's finally found its mark, and Kizalarson making a dangerous sprint across the face of fire.
The Winx are going to push him off here, look.
This is looking like a big Winx blob right here.
Well,
Lots of units coming in.
Absolutely glorious, though. What they need to do now is Immortals is pin them there. They don't have enough to do it, though. The better units for the rest of the match, and they've still got more units. So, this could be rough, man. This could be rough for Immortals now. They've got placing grape shots. There's the first one. They'll start like...
There's some mortars going up. Wolves now just put their mortar up. Pastellaram's putting one up. Stoker's putting up their mortar as well. Mark of G is on a mortar. And now we can see the front line coming down. Coffee's putting down their grape shot. Altaire's putting down their grape shot. Winx are going to have to push into just to stop them putting that artillery down.
They can start trebbing as well.
Samurai's trying to put down a grape shot there.
Whoever's got trebs on the Immortals team need to put them down now.
This is the time.
We've got Samurai Keck from Winx is putting a good grape shot down on the side.
Yeah, that's a great angle. Waves tried to intercept it, but
shame. I think the Immortals, there's like two guys back here with the units. They should have pushed their units round. And the guy, oh, that's a shame, man. They've got Imperial Pike Guards at the back. I think it's like one of their best units stuff. That should have been one of the ones on the front line, and maybe a guy with Pike Militia or a tier 1 should have been on the mortar.
Octavian's making a push there. He's trying to shut down those Cyphos.
Still 200 units difference though. So even though Immortals have the worst units, they've actually traded equally units-wise in that fight. They've still
Samurai's
got
throwing himself in to get those Cyphos as well. Those Flamey Boys are just so valuable that these Winx players are throwing themselves at it just to get them out of the way. Zawari's out to... he's got free reign to set up his grape shot. He's moving his unit up to give himself some cover as he sets it up. He's on it. And there's a barrage of grape shot.
Right, the Imperial Pikes are coming in now. Winx have run worse units now as well. They've got a lot of tier 1s. They've got Landsknechts coming in. They've got Serfs coming in.
It's 9 versus 9 right now. Let's have a look at the respawns as well, if we can. Let's take a quick look. So quite a few of Winx are out, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Immortals have no respawns remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of Winx have no respawns remaining. So it's pretty much even on respawns, whether or not that's going to translate into units they can bring in and the
It looks like Winx are winning on the cap point though.
It cost Immortals dearly. It's all up to Stoker with his one respawn.
It was close though. Look, they got what, 60% of the cap though. It's still what, 200, roughly 200 unit score difference. So Mark of G, 214 unit kills. Good job that, man. Well played. Look at the S ranks on Winx's team though. So many of them played so well.
Appearance to buy Winx time while they mustered to that side gate. And yeah, he died and he didn't take anyone with him, sure, but that flail is going to start shattering shields and cutting through those formations.
Winx have got more tier 5 units than the Immortals do this time as well, like they did in the...
Very spiteful little spot, but obviously with the gates, with the breach opened, you can't put that there because I'll just pick it off straight away. Short swords here, I just start charging in and trying to shatter the... there's those Cyphos and there's an artillery piece in there. You wanna punch through that, try and get in there as quickly as you can.
Those Siphorophanoi at the back are doing work, although Palace Guards have managed to get in because obviously they can go... When they use their durability, they
starting to panic.
Yeah. They've done well, though, getting rid of those Siphorophanoi. Palace Guards are a really good unit to do as well. You X-move them in or charge them if you got the opportunity. As soon as the Siphorophanoi hit you with their flames and start stunning you, you use your 2 ability, they do that squat. Push 2 again, and they're immune to knockback for 5 seconds. They can actually get into stuff like Siphorophanoi there. That's exactly what Winx just did to clear that out.
Is that Falconettis I can see there up on the ledge with Silent Warrior?
2 units as well, yeah. 2 heroes, sorry. They've got Zakali Militia out as well, and they have got they've got a mortar up on the wall, and they've got Falconettis. So they're pushing everything in. They are getting counter batteried though from Silent Warrior's side. Yeah,
I was going to say Silent Warriors. They're protecting some gunners and a mortar.
I think Silent Warriors. Oh no, he has got Falconetti. There's Keshids back there though.
Yeah, I think they're just sort of. I'm not sure what they're. Maybe I'm not 200 IQ Galaxy Brain strategist enough to know what they're doing there, but
I think if they start capping A, they'll come round now.
If they rush for the bridge, I guess they might try and do something. That's a pretty. Again, this is a lot more people on this flag than you probably need. I would try and get more of Winx over the other side of that flag.
I think what they're trying not to do is go into their own treb, though. Now comes the Keshigs.
Yep.
They got trebbed straight in the face, though. I think Winx are going to get A.
Yeah, almost certainly.
Coffee's in the background. He's trying to get out, I think. Oh, no, he's trying to get on the point.
Yep, he's trying to...
I think he's dead, though.
Put himself in there. Oh. Yeah, there he goes.
Dead. So A's lost. I won't be surprised.
Pressure from lobbing that down from that ledge. You can intercept people who are trying to come from up the slope.
Get trebbed. I don't think they've seen it. Is the Palisade going to stop the trebs, though?
The Palisade looks like it ate a few of them, but those Medails still aren't safe by any stretch of the imagination.
Hit.
Yeah, they've just braced.
At point blank, though, are going to do work against the Immortals guys.
Wolf Snail's in the back line trying to punch through, but the Winx have seen him, and that is the end of that. There's a treb coming in there on those Medails. Run, Medails, run!
Time, though. They had to pull back there anyway because Winx have got their Falconetti set up there, just literally shooting him in the face.
Sugini's just cancelled setting up that grape shot. He's decided against it.
Although Immortals have sent 2 guys around the back, I think they've only got 1 unit though. Imperial Pact. If they can get in to behind and get rid of those Falconettis, that'll be a good win.
I can see Kizil-Arslan there on the picture-in-picture.
There he is. Jamlad's just jumped off his horse. He's going to try getting rid of the Falconettis, although he's just been piled on by like 8 heroes. Zoware on this short though.
Run.
I can't help but think if he was a heavy classer, he could have jumped in with them all and maybe got rid of all the Falconettis there.
Yeah.
Because shortbow does damage, but it doesn't do it quickly. It's not a burst class. It's very much a death of 1,000 cuts, if you like.
I find that it's much better against heroes than it is against units. I feel like I'm much better at, Bola, Wrath of Artemis, your stunning shot, rolling escapes, things like that. That's all built around fighting a hero one-on-one or harassing a hero while you've got a heavy unit in front of you, absorbing a lot of the aggro.
Winx are dominating heroes.
A lot of tier 5s here. There's 2 Falconettis for the Immortals, 2 Keshigs, a Medal.
2 tier 4s, and Winx have just got all tier 4s and 5s apart from 1 land connect, so they've definitely got the unit advantage. They've got the artillery advantage. They've got the trebs. Yeah, and they've just steamrolled them. They've just absolutely steamrolled them, because then Pike Militia can't do anything against that.
Yeah, I think the artillery gap is going to show as well.
They haven't lost many heroes yet, though, so they're going to be able to stay on the point at least.
Wolf's now charging in now, but yeah, that cavalry charge is just really roughed up the Immortals.
Really, Winx should be blocking the northern resupply. It's only serfs coming down really on Matelatori, but they should have set a unit up there to stop them coming down.
They just got their first whiff of base capture there, a little dram of it there for Ghost. And that
so there's
tree and that
a Madao unit from the Immortals right on the point basically, and they've just been trebbed. So that's like the best melee unit that Immortals had that's now dead.
Silent Warrior having to get on the point, even though they're a light armor dual blades user. Noble sacrifice.
They're getting in there though.
Waves is
we've got
Waves is just hanging out. Oh, he's on the artillery. There we go. They're putting in work here. Coffee trying to dive in, caught a treb to the face, and now he's having second thoughts.
Immortals have only got 8 heroes. They're back up to 9 now, but they are losing the fight. There's still 1 treb from
down
Winx
to 6,
as well.
5. Oh no, it's not looking good. And now Coffee and Altair are being cut off. Mark of G's
double their units as well.
In Winx territory, that is not a good place to be.
Mark's on the point, but yeah, there's nothing. You got grape shotted, I think, twice there.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can do in a situation like that.
Brack's not even going to get on the point.
Brack, the last man standing for Immortals, but Winx take it in a resounding fashion. Sins with a perfect game, 4-0-8, S rank, 86 troop kills.
I think I said it in like the middle of the battle. Like every single fight that they picked there, they always outnumbered where they decided to push the main force. They just that was very good team play.